Hey guys, welcome to the Gospel according to Danny. We are in 1 Nephi chapter 5. Nephi and his three brothers have just successfully retrieved the plates after a whole lot of difficulty. They've killed Laban, they've brought Zoram, a new friend, back to join them, and they're coming back to the camp. And it came to pass that after we had come down into the wilderness unto our father, behold, he was filled with joy. And also my mother Sariah was exceedingly glad, for she truly had mourned because of us. She had supposed that we had perished in the wilderness, and she also had complained against my father, telling him that he was a visionary man, saying, Behold, thou hast led us forth from the land of our inheritance, and my sons are no more, and we perish in the wilderness. And after this manner of language had my mother complained against my father. This is just interesting because these were not perfect parents. It's hard to be a perfect parent, especially in difficult times. It's just that Lehi later does also complain against God about some stuff, and he has to repent of that. These weren't perfect people. These were real people who, after their sons were sent on a dangerous hike through the wilderness to steal the prized artifact of a jealous and evil magistrate, their mom kind of logically assumed they're probably dead and was mad at her husband for sending them to die. So, yeah, that's what was going on back at the camp. And it came to pass that my father spake unto her, saying, I know that I am a visionary man. For if I had not seen the things of God in a vision, I should not have known of the goodness of God, but had tarried in Jerusalem, and had perished with my brethren. But behold, I have obtained a land of promise, in which things I do rejoice. And I know that the Lord will deliver my sons out of the hands of Laban, and bring them down again unto us in the wilderness. A lot of faith, not as much logic. So Sariah, his wife, had a little more logic on her side, and I bet that served them from time to time. They did have to listen to the Lord, but Sariah probably gave them a dose of logic. Let's think through some things here. This was a really stupid move, and they had to make it, but it was still a stupid move. When we had returned to the tent of my father, behold, their joy was full, and my mother was comforted. Sons are alive, she's comforted. And it's her job. Her whole life has been raising these crazy boys who are bickering and difficult into adulthood. And so she's comforted. And it came to pass that, we read that. And after they had given thanks unto the God of Israel, my father Lehi took the records which were engraven upon the plates of brass, and he did search them from the beginning. And he beheld that they did contain the 5 books of Moses, which gave an account of the creation of the world, and also of Adam and Eve, who were our first parents, and also a record of the Jews from the beginning, even down unto the commencement of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah. And also the prophecies of the holy prophets, and also many prophecies which have been spoken by the mouth of Jeremiah. Oh, Jeremiah was writing in this. That's interesting. So Lehi must have been a little bit late in Jeremiah's career that he came around. And it came to pass that my father Lehi also found upon the plates of brass a genealogy of his fathers. Wherefore he knew that he was a descendant of Joseph, yea, even that Joseph, who was the son of Jacob, who was sold into Egypt, and who was preserved by the hand of the Lord, that he might preserve his father Jacob and all his household from perishing with famine. And they were also led out of captivity and out of the land of Egypt by that same God who had preserved them. And thus my father, Lehi, did discover the genealogy of his fathers. And Laban also was a descendant of Joseph. Wherefore, he and his fathers had kept their records. So they're kin. That's interesting. And now when my father saw all these things, he was filled with the Spirit and began to prophesy concerning his seed. And these plates of brass should go forth unto all nations, kindreds, tongues, and people, who were of his seed. Wherefore, he said, that these plates of brass should never perish, neither should they be dimmed any more by time. And he prophesied many things concerning his seed. And it came to pass that thus far I and my father kept the commandments wherewith the Lord had commanded us. And we had obtained the records which the Lord had commanded us, and searched them, and found that they were desirable, yea, even of great worth unto us, and so much that we could preserve the commandments of the Lord unto our children. Wherefore it was wisdom in the Lord that we should carry them with us, as we journeyed in the wilderness towards the land of promise. Yeah, we've talked about this. It's just these records were so needed for the people. There's an example of another group of people who made it there, who were righteous to the Americas, and who their language gets corrupt, they fall to pieces, they almost kill each other off several times, and we run into them a few hundred years later, and they're in a small city. Their entire population has been nearly wiped out. Their language is corrupt. Everyone's speaking different things because they didn't have scriptures with them. Nephi takes the scriptures, and his people are blessed for it. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. See you tomorrow.